Guys, welcome back to my channel. Shit, everything is shocking. Like, what's with the static energy? My chair just shocked me. I think that's a common thing during winter. Are you feeling my Christmas colors? I'm just trying to see how to match with this beautiful tree here. And if you've not watched that vlog, please watch it. How I set up this Christmas tree. But welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Adia, and I have been posting contents about my lifestyle and experiences, particularly about my move to Canada and all of the experiences I've had throughout my stay so far. So please remember to subscribe and look out for more amazing content. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching this vlog today. Today's vlog is going to be about my experience on how I was almost scammed in Canada. Story. So you would think that the scamming thing, because of how the media portrays it, is more common in certain sides of the world, certain countries. Just because of the good PR for other countries, you would think that, oh, maybe scams don't happen there, or it's not a very frequently done thing, or it's not something that you come across every now and then. But you'd be grossly wrong to assume that the crime rate is just is zero or non-existent in certain places and is more in other places, because of how the media has chosen to portray over time. As you all know, I'm in Canada. In case you don't know, I'm in Canada. I relocated to Canada this year, early this year, sometime in March. And it's been an amazing experience throughout. I've been sharing some of them. I'm still going to share most of them as we continue to get to know each other. So I was nearly scammed in Canada. The rate of crime, I think internet fraud and, let me not say crime, internet scams in this side of the world is alarming, is astronomical. Like every other day, you're getting a text message about how your phone bill is due, you should call this number, or there's a suspension on your Netflix account, so you need to text XYZ number, or they're telling you your credit card is faulty, you should XYZ this certain number, or call XYZ, or some guy or some dude, lady, or anybody is calling you and posing as, say if you use a network subscriber, posing as that company you subscribe to, or you use their services for maybe your phone bill or your television bill. I'm trying so hard not to call names of brands here because I don't want to get into any issues, you know. So they're posing as that brand to tell you that, oh, your bill is due, or there's a problem with your account, so they need XYZ details. Is it your bank? I mean, everything. Every day, the day you let your guard down is the day they're going to hack into your account and wipe up all of your savings if you have any, or you know how ugly things could turn if you're not very careful. So in today's vlog, I'm going to be talking about my experience here, and also this video may just serve as a pointer to help you raise your guard, particularly if you're coming to this side of the world, because the means by which these scammers go through, they are very subtle, and if you're not careful, you're going to fall. I'm going to talk about employment scams as well. So please keep watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Okay, so I landed in Canada in March, like I said, and then I was new here. I was trying to navigate my way through to get to know places, to get to register and do everything I needed to do for a newcomer. I already made a video for that. If you're landing newly, there are certain things you're supposed to do, and I'd gone through that stage, and then I was job hunting. I'm going to start with employment scam before I go into the details of what happened to me, because mine too was an employment scam. So employment scam comes in various measures, but the predominant one is when a company will reach out to you and say that they found your resume on XYZ site, could be Indeed, or they're just going to fake any site. And since you're in the job market and you're seriously looking for a job, it's almost believable. So they're going to tell you they found your resume and you qualify for XYZ role, and they would like you to interview for it. And then they're going to be asking you for very weird details like your Telegram ID, or they would like your WhatsApp number to add you to a group or something. Or it has an underlying tone of doubt. You're going to be asking yourself, is this really a job? Because if you're somebody who has been in the job market, you know how employments typically come. It's just doubtful, right? And if you're not careful, you're going to fall for it. I don't even blame anybody, because like I said, they can be really subtle and convincing, and if you don't consult people to know if it's a common problem, you may just fall for it. So let me tell you what happened to me. I was job hunting really, really bad. I wanted to get a job so bad because I wanted to start building my Canadian experience. And then while I was job hunting this day, I found this site. I think I've forgotten why I saw that ad. And then they said to send your resume, and then I did. And sooner or later, I got a call to say, oh, that I qualify. They would like me to interview and then get to start the job immediately, because they're looking for hands, like they need people to start the job ASAP. And I'm like, okay. Finally, I get the call for the job, because I'd been applying and the calls were just trickling in. And then I said, okay, fine. So what do I do? How does it work? Am I going to get an email to set up an interview, or what is the plan? And they say, yeah, sure. They're going to follow up with all of that. And then I got a mail, and then this asked if my number was on WhatsApp. And I'm like, yeah, my number is on WhatsApp, but it's more professional and official to communicate via mail, right? And they're like, no, it's not a problem. They can always communicate to me via WhatsApp as well. First red flag. And then they started chatting me up on WhatsApp, giving me the job description, and I'm like, I Googled this company, right? It's actually existing, and the site has quite some information about the company, but there was this hunch I had to say that there's something fishy about these people. I really cannot pinpoint, right? They have a website, they have a physical presence, they have an online presence, and they were mailing me with an official email. But something in me wasn't just comfortable. It didn't just sit right with me, and I just couldn't tell what it was. And all this while I was doubting, they were asking for not very technical details or to ask for my, say, credit card PIN or something. No, they were just asking if my name, just confirm my name as it was on my resume. And then they asked if the email address I was using is what I use for Interact. Now, if you're not familiar with what I just said, Interact is one of the ways you can send money here in Canada via your email. So you just input your email and you're able to send money from A to B, different banks, no matter the bank you operate. And I was like, yeah, that's my Interact email. And they were like, okay, that now the job role was really funny. When I came, I wasn't so hell-bent on getting a job in my role because of how seemingly difficult, that's a relative word now, it is to just land a role in your field. So I was open to any role. Not any role. I was open to certain roles that were not my core, but I was willing to do them while I wait for a job in my field. So this job interview I was going through, in quote, that wasn't an interview, was in one of those fields I'd applied to. So they said the first activity they want me to do is to send money to 2 different accounts. They're going to send me the money and then I send it to the account. And I'm like, why are you not sending the money directly to the account? Why me? I mean, where's the HR department? my role doesn't demand that I send money based on what I applied for. And they're like, no, it's not a problem. Before I could explain, money landed in my account. Like, I saw money landed in my account, and then I started freaking out. I was like, first of all, why would you send me money? I didn't ask for this money. What if they trace this money and it's from a fraudulent source, and then it landed in my account? And then I started panicking. And then I told them to just hold the fort. Hold on. You're going too fast. We haven't even done an interview. You already sent money to my Interact. I haven't worked. What are you sending me money for? They were like, oh yeah, you just send the money and then you keep a part of it. Say what? Getting money is not that simple. So what did I do? I stopped chatting with them because obviously they were not ready to listen to me because they were scammers, of course. And then I called my bank. I called my bank ASAP and I'm like, I just received some funds into my account, and to be honest, I don't know who sent that money. I'm not sure where it came from, and I'm interacting with this person who is posing as an employer, and the money came from them, but I don't know that account. I just explained everything as it was. And then my bank asked to know if I'd provided them very sensitive details. I said no, it was just my Interact email, which was on my resume. And then they said okay, and then they froze my account. They stopped that transaction, they froze my account momentarily and kept me on hold to speak to the fraud department. Look, everything was happening so fast. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, how did sending my resume for a job lead to me talking to somebody just now? Next thing, I'm talking to the fraud department of my bank. And then they connected me to the fraud line, fraud phone number. And then I got talking with one of the the agents there, and they're asking me other details to know if I knew these people. I said no, I'm calling because I don't want anything in future or sooner or later to be linked to me that I received funds from a fraudulent source, right? And then they were like, yeah, they understand, and they are very happy that I flagged it immediately. The reason why they froze my account was because they don't just want anything to happen in the interim, but they are going to go ahead now and unfreeze it, put a stop to that transaction, and follow up from there. I waited for like 48 hours, then my account was, they removed the freeze, I don't want to say, it unfroze. They removed the freeze from my account. And then I was able to use my account again. Meanwhile, while I was trying to sort it out with the bank, the employment people were on my neck. It was beginning to look like threats. They were like, we sent you money. You need to send the money to XYZ account. Why are you quiet? Why are you not replying? I was sitting down on my sofa reading all of these messages, and I was like, In case you don't know, I'm Nigerian. I'm black. You don't just scam me like that. Money doesn't just come to you like that. You have to work for it, right? Like, I'm not gonna fall for this. Yes, they said, to keep a part of the money. That's where, if you're greedy, you may fall for all of these antics. So what they said was, they sent me a certain amount of money. I was gonna send to 2 accounts and keep the change. The money was in excess of $200, and they said I had to keep that as my commission for doing the first tax. If I was greedy, I was going to keep that money. But I'm like, it doesn't add up. Doesn't make sense for somebody to just give you money like that. So while they were talking, I just blocked the number. And then I had reported the case and they had taken it up. So that was the end of them contacting me, because they knew that I figured out who they were, and they stopped sending me messages. I didn't get any email from them again. And then that was it. Now, if I didn't know, what if that money was tracked to a fraudulent account and then there was a sort like it passed through me? Of course, I would be in some type of terrible situation that I didn't want to be in. Now, going forward, I got to see that many other people were getting all of these messages, very funny looking employment letters saying that you got a job, and then when you read through, it doesn't just add up. Or maybe an email from someone saying you got a job somewhere, and then they're asking for very ridiculous details. people around me have gotten this. Like, I'm not the only one. Their luck sometimes is, oh, they have somebody who's experienced it before, so I'm able to tell them that, nah, flag that one down, that's a scam. And then in the groups I belong to as well, you hear people asking if they'll screenshot the employment letter and send, and they're like, is this a genuine employment letter, especially newcomers to Canada? And then, or they'll say they got a job from XYZ company and they want to know if it's genuine. And then you hear people saying that, oh, it's not genuine, delete their number, don't ever reply them again. So it's a very common trait. I know one of my co-workers also got a call from her mobile network to say that, I think something about her account. So every day, you're getting a text message about something, or you're getting a call about something about your account. They're just trying to find loopholes in the system, or in how it, also your passwords and things like that, just trying to find loopholes to see how to hack your account and take all of your funds. And it's ridiculously high. The rate is ridiculously high over here. But then this message is just to say that the scam rates or the internet scam rate is high over here, and you just have to be careful. You have to flag down transactions. You have to be careful who you're interacting with, particularly at that initial phase when you're really desperate to get a job. You really want a job, and they know that, oh, maybe they know that you're new. I don't know how they find out that you're new, and then they just throw all of these things at you. It's so easy for you to fall victim to them, because of course, they're coming for the weak points. You need a job, so they're offering you a job. You're almost going to fall for it. But trust me, they're all scammers, and you should all be careful out there so that you don't fall victim to it. If I didn't know, I would have fallen victim to this, and only God knows where that would have ended. But I'm glad I was able to figure that in time. My bank was really helpful in stopping that transaction from getting any further. That's because I called immediately. The money came into my account. I was like, no, this doesn't look right. And then I called, and then they were able to sort out that problem. So that's my story about one of my experiences in Canada. Scamming, internet scamming, it's a thing. So just be careful out there, guys. There are many other scams I don't know of. I don't want to experience them. Of course, I'm going to put out more videos about other experiences, other funny experiences I've had. And I hope you watch them. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 1,000. And if you've not hit the subscribe button, please hit it. I think we're 4 people to go to 1,000. Get us there and make me happy. And make us happy. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this vlog. Have a good day, or good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are on earth. Thank you. Bye. A ti, pero te quiero a ti,